So crucial moment today, I'm going to build my seat base. So we've got the space left between essentially like the back of the chair there, driver's seat, and then the wall for the toilet. My poo palace is what I'm calling it, poo palace, because it is quite spectacularly big. I think it's about a metre internally or thereabouts, but that's only because the tiny separate, or the separate tiny toilet is quite big. So I needed more space for, obviously, so you can sit on it, you know. There you go. Anyway, back to today's task, which is my sofa, which is going to sit in slightly from here, ever so slightly anyway, probably, I don't know, 10 mil, something like that. And the base will probably go roughly the same height as the seat, or what I'm imagining the seat to be, with a swivel base on there. I'll get the lower base, but with a swivel bit, they do still stand up a little bit. So I'll try and match that in anyway. And then enough that I can get a little bit of a back cushion on there as well, which will hopefully stand a little bit underneath there or thereabouts, such that you're sat down on here. The seat base will be thick enough that you won't touch the window. But then I guess there's cushions for that and stuff. So yeah. Right, so I just need to measure quite a few times, and then cut some wood. And yeah, I'm going basic. I am building a wooden box out of 2x4 centimetre wood. And then just put some ply on the front of it, ply on the lid of it. Just one big piece of ply, hinged, big opening. So you can just lift one thing and get access to everything, without worrying about what you've got fits in the opening that you've made, rather than you just lift the top up and you've got access to all of it. So that's what we're going for. Right. Can you see I'm stalling again? I've been sat there this morning. I've been working, editing people's websites and updating things, and doing maintenance tasks on all my servers and everything like that. And yeah, what I should be doing is getting my tape measure out and measuring up and cutting some wood. Let's do it. So that space there to there, roughly that line just there, out to there. So it's roughly going to be in line with the seat. So get all the electric cables and everything all sort of like secured at the back. So the seat base will sit to the back. But I need to obviously make an area for the heater ducts and the cables and everything that go down there. And then simple box with uprights, multiple uprights. So essentially I'm making one big box with center supports in as well, so that, you know, when two of us or maybe three of us sit on there, there's enough downward support for all that weight. Not too sure what I'm doing about this for now. Would like to bring it out to be like that close. And then there's that little bit there that might be a bit of a pain. I'd like to say I'm going to work around that for the best of my abilities. I can probably build a square box perfectly, but not that one, because that's not square. So on that section there, I don't know. I can obviously override the front, so that comes all the way over. So fill it that way and just have that bit and the cushion go over the top maybe. I don't know. I'll work that one out. This is obviously John's build, and therefore it's my capabilities, and as I've said before, the chances are that some of it will change. I'm an old man, I need my little kneeling mat. Right, so, but I'm essentially building a box like that to this space. I was just thinking like length of my legs. My ass. So yeah, 50. So I want 50, and then the width of the back of the seat on top of that. If 50 is a standard seat base, and it seems to be my between the back of my knee and the edge of my bum kind of length, then I'm going to go for 50 centimeters as my drop out. Plus I want 10 centimeters of a back on there as well. So that means I've got to come out 60 to allow for my 10 centimeters on the back. Plus I'm putting 12 mil ply on the front of it as well, just to give it that rigidity for the base. So Do I need to put 12mm ply on the front though? If I'm building it out of uprights, I don't really. 5.5mm ply. Yeah, 5.5mm ply. Cool. Sounds like a plan then. I might need to make simple adjustments just for around the pipe and the wires and things like that. But for the majority, I think I'm there. I really think as well, you know, like if you play music over some of the stuff you've watched, like the time lapses, that really I should be able to play something like the A-Team or something like that. But obviously I got a copyright strike. So I wonder if I get away with da 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 da. Maybe. Oh, well, there is my seat base. Lovely bit of storage too. All I need to do now is work out the end that's going to come across this way, which should obviously go right to the end as well. And then the top bit, which needs to notch out around that side as well. And then obviously some hinges. I'm going to assume that no one can ever sit on that part there. You might get a cheek on it. So if you can get 3 people across there, you might get a cheek on it, but this will support the person's weight. So I don't have to worry about that overhang bit at the end. What I do have to worry about is when it swizzes round and that the seat can turn around and doesn't catch it. That's going to be my next thing, but I'm hoping that by the time I've added my swivel base and everything else, it should, by my calculation, clear the top of there. So I just might have to just take the cushion off or something while I do it, but everything else should spin round from there and clear that. Right, well, there is the base. I know I said I've never any carpet in my van, but you know, hey ho. But yeah, there's the carpet, and there is carpet in the back there. Obviously it fits in, it looks nice, and it's one of the best ways to cover for now what I'm doing. Like I say, things change, we all know van builds change, so for now that's it. I'm just checking out the diesel heater there to make sure that that outlet is sufficient and it flows through, and obviously everything else works out. All right, well, there's the top in. Left a bit of a gap at the back for hinges, and it's just basically going to be one hinge, boom, lift up, just have a little strap or something on the front so we can just lift it up. And I'm going to put a little cover over the side there. It's just that with the chair sort of leaning back, I couldn't have had that lift up, it had caught on the back of the chair. So we're going to cut the cushion to that size as well, and then just have a bit of an infill on the end there. Maybe we'll see how it pans out, but for now, getting excited. First of all, that's some epic amount of storage in there, and then secondly, I like getting things in my van. I now have a bed, a toilet, a seating area, and obviously everything else. Electrical system, diesel heater, roof vents, obviously electrical system. Just, yeah, got windows, I got everything, almost. Just need a kitchen now, and then some overhead cupboards, a few more lights. It would be nice at night to see where I'm going to the toilet, but we can work on that. Ooh, so excited.
Like I've got huge tits.
I'll make it into the video then. So obviously what we've done is there is a second single mattress that Mandy had bought for her van, knowing that the configuration she was going for, it would be spare, or a portion of it would be spare. So I've got what's left, because you know, I like cast-offs.
You get the cast-offs.
So that is essentially the base. That's why it looks a bit mattressy, because it is a mattress. And then for now, that was what was left over at the back. So it just about provides a bit of back support. But at least it proves the point of that is a good mattress, I would say. Then the mattress is a good seat base. That's quite comfortable. And that's a good rear as well, isn't it?
Rear. Yep.
Takes you back off the window and all that.
Yeah,
anyway.
it is. It's enough to do that. It's actually really quite supportive.
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with it. I was a bit worried about it as a mattress, but not anymore.
Yeah. So I've just measured, and that to there is 180. and I'm 177, something like that. So that would actually do as a single bed. There we go. Check my van out with its
3 berth.
Yeah, with its guest bedroom.
3 beds and 2 seats.
That works well.